Oh, you were not able to hear me at all. I was talking in mute. Oh my God, I did a 11:11 prayer on my own. And I was talking, it's 11:11, let's do a gratitude. Okay, anyhow, good that I did it for myself. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Happy morning. And I feel this is 2024, the last week going on, the last few countdowns, which are, we are into it, giving so much of gratitude, so much of deep love, where till now, the life which has been going on is just an indication. It's not like the challenges will not come. The challenges came. It was a roller coaster journey, but we went through it. We sailed through it so coolly, so comfortably. And today, I feel it's the deepest level of gratitude. 11:11, 222, 333. Whenever you see these numbers, these are like angelic numbers. Give more and more gratitude every time. If you forget to give gratitude, put an alarm and give gratitude. Welcome, everyone, and welcome to the quantum healing session, understanding the science behind quantum entanglement, understanding what exactly is quantum healing all about. I am Leena Joy, a certified life coach and a problem solving technique expert called Ho'oponopono. Last 2.5 years back, moving down from a corporate world into IT, I'm a software engineer, serving the IT world for almost more than 12 plus years, and then started my own company called Live It Up. And from there, the healing and coaching line started. Last 2.5 years, jumped into quantum healing mechanism, and it was really a quantum shift. I truly believe that when we have worked enough and we have used all our talents, used all our skills, that's where he comes out for a quantum transformation. It happened to my life. It happened to a set of community members, which I am working with them and all my amazing leaders. Today, me and my co-partner, business partner, her name is Preeti Shingare. We will be taking you through how this quantum healing mechanism works. Preeti is again a life coach and an expert and image consultant, and with me again from last 2.5 years, already a director and managing the healing mechanism and her big community in Bangalore, Hyderabad, across the country, Mumbai, Delhi. Very beautifully, she's serving the society to raise the vibration. You are going to see her in next 40 to 45 minutes. But before that, let's understand what exactly this healing is all about. Let's understand how it is possible to really shift our energy level. I don't know how many of you believe in it, but today, after the session, you will start believing in it for sure. Because once you understand why we are doing what we are doing, it makes more sense. Jumping on, uh, okay, Leena recording. Okay, so I should put it on recording. 1 second, record, start recording. I hope it is recording. Okay, great. Anyhow, it is live. So welcome once again. Great. Welcome once again. And we are going to beautifully share here how the entire quantum entanglement mechanism works. If you have not heard about what quantum entanglement is, let me just explain you. In 2022, quantum entanglement got a Nobel Prize in physics, and the white papers were written by the inventor and the founder, whom we are going to discuss today. Now, what is quantum entanglement? Let's say that if I tell you that Leena can be available in two different places at the same time. Right now, I'm in Bangalore. At the same time, I can be sitting in Hyderabad, I can be sitting in London, I can be sitting in Maldives, two different places at the same time. Possible? Not possible. You might be thinking, has she gone crazy? It can never happen. Okay, forget Leena. If I say any particle, it's available in two different places. Possible? Not possible. And this exactly was proved that it's possible. And that's why it got a Nobel Prize in 2022 in physics. If you actually think about how a sage and a monk in Himalayas, Rishikesh, with that extreme temperature, minus 30, minus 40 degrees, sit for sadhanas, almost naked in a dhoti, they sit there continuously for more than 1 week, 1 month. How it is possible in that chilled weather? Because physically, they are sitting in Himalayas, but with deep sadhana, the higher level of frequency, they are moving their body into a hot region. Our mind is so powerful that it doesn't matter what we are, where we are physically. It doesn't matter what is a bank account. It doesn't matter how is a relationship. But mentally, if I can move my reality to a transforming, to the deepest desire which I'm looking into, that's where quantum entanglement comes into, because our mind has the power to change the reality. Our mind has the power to go where we want to. And that's quantum science is all about. We are going to discuss more in deep today. Before that, I'm going to share my screen. Let's go through the video. And while I just want to announce one more thing, that while I'm going through it for next 45 minutes, you will have a lot of questions. And whatever questions you have, please make a note of it. I will be taking all the questions at the end of it. And I would love to take your questions and try my best to answer it. So at the end of it, we will chit chat about what have you understood and getting all your clarifications resolved. Go through this video, we'll talk more in detail.
I called up Bill Hewlett when I was 12 years old, and he lived in Palo Alto. His number was still in the phone book. And he answered the phone himself. He said, yes? I said, hi, I'm Steve Jobs. I'm 12 years old. I'm a student in high school, and I want to build a frequency counter. And I was wondering if you had any spare parts I could have. And he laughed, and he gave me the spare parts to build this frequency counter, and he gave me a job that summer in Hewlett-Packard, working on the assembly line, putting nuts and bolts together on frequency counters. He got me a job in the place that built them. And I was in heaven. I wanted to show you the device that really is changing all of this right now. This is the world's first artificial intelligence driven, syncs up to your smartphone.
The German-born theoretical physicist who developed the theory of relativity once said, "Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics." Every object on Earth possesses what is called a natural frequency, which depends on its size, shape, and composition. 1-7. This explains how a singer can shatter a glass by hitting a certain note, which does not happen because the singer's voice has reached a particularly high pitch. Rather, it is a matter of attaining the natural frequency of the glass. As a result, all the energy in the sound of the singer's voice is transferred to the glass, and it shatters. The professional boxer, activist, and philanthropist nicknamed the Greatest, widely regarded as one of the most significant and celebrated sports figures of the 20th century, and as one of the greatest boxers of all time, used to not only match the frequencies of his opponent's training schedules, he used to do more
Great, awesome. Not sure how many of you have understood what was going on in the video, but it was just trying to tell us that everything is energy. What we are thinking, what we are speaking, how we are acting, the decisions what we take, it's all connected at an energetic level. Me and you are connected at an energetic level. What we think today about each other's also impacts us. Then that's why whenever we talk something positive, whenever we affirm anything good, why is it that our life becomes good? How it is possible? It's possible because when I am saying that I am healthy, I am wealthy, what am I doing? I am connecting to the person who is healthy and wealthy somewhere in the world. So when what we speak, we connect to the information field of that particular person, and we start correlating, and that's where the life changes. Let's understand it more deeper at a quantum level, how we can actually tune into to optimize our mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Moving on, if you look around in society, in one phase of my life, in my home as well.
Your video is off.
Oh, You can't see my video? Guys, you can't see my video? I mean, my PPT?
PPT, we are able to see you. We are not able to see you.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. Now you can see me.
Yes, now we can see you.
Okay, great. Awesome. There were two pictures coming, so I just put a slide off. Anyhow, I'm back. Thank you, Ashwini. So if you see in the society, one point of time in my home as well, issues like depression, anxiety, learning concentration issues, especially with children. Children are going through the exams now. They need a lot of support. Family relationship problems, pain, injury, insomnia, exhaustion, hormonal, loss of direction, financial stress, job loss has become a common thing in many of the house. Stress has become a common thing. It has become a normal. I mean, there are people who come back and say it's just normal, the lifestyle being stressed out. No, it's not normal. Whether you go to allopathy, whether you go to any alternate therapy, homeopathy, everyone today believes that all these issues, it might be looking different issues, but the root cause is, the solution is that we have to have an holistic solution. And the root causes, it's all connected to a psychosomatic problems. And what does that mean? That means it's all starts with our thinking level. Very beautifully, Louise Hay, in her book, she has explained Heal Your Life, Heal Your Body. Beautifully, she has told that how an emotional body, a disharmony in our emotional body can actually cause issues in our physical body. Anything, any deep trauma, any karmic connections we are stored in our DNA, anything which deep insults, deep embarrassments which we have gone through in our life since childhood, we are all storing it in our emotional body. So there is an emotional body, there is a physical body. Now, before any health challenges creep up in the physical body, it stays in the emotional body for quite some time. If we can heal our emotional body, energetic blockages which has been created of that deep trauma, it will not transform into a disease in the physical body. That's what is the mission of us, to whatever impact has been caused in the physical body, heal that, and also understand what are the energetic blockages which has been created because of the childhood traumas or because of the ancestors wounds. We can heal that even. How does it work? Let's talk more in detail on it. If you know, Nikola Tesla, hundreds of years back, the famous scientist called it out that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. What he was trying to tell us, he was trying to tell us that if you have any issues, if you're not happy with your bank account, if you're not happy with the diabetes, cholesterol, BP, if you're not happy with the relationship, if you're not happy with your boss in the job, what we have to do? Change them? No, we have to work on our energy. We have to change our energy. We have to change our vibration, alter the frequency, and that's where the outside world will change. How to do that? It sounds very easy. Albert Einstein, again, the grandfather of quantum science, everything in life is vibration. What he was trying to tell us, everything, right now, if I tell you that think about a person whom you don't like or whom you're not comfortable, somebody disrespected you, somebody pointed at you, blamed at you. If you are not going through this, let me tell you, you are not doing big in life. The only way you know that you are doing big in life is somebody pointing finger on you that you did this or you did that. If you are not still gone across, you are not playing big. So start playing big, and that's where you will see people pointing fingers on you. And right now, if you think of the person who is pointing finger on you, how will you feel? Your body will become stiff, the shoulders will shrink, and there is a biochemical reaction in our body which creeps up. There is a tears of joy, there is a tears of sadness. The same tears causes a different biochemical reaction in our body, and that it could generate cortisol, which is an hormone, which is a sadness hormone. It can generate dopamine, which is a happy hormone. So it all depends which chemical is being raised with just the same tears, the same feelings. And that's how the body works. It all depends. Universe doesn't understand Kannada, English, Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi. What does universe understand? Vibration. How are we thinking? How are we feeling? How are we acting? And that vibration is something we attract. That's known as law of attraction. Let's look into this video and understand how energy, frequency, and vibration can actually have the power to transform human health. We'll talk more in detail.
One of the greatest inventors of all time, Nikola Tesla, the genius who lit the world, once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Say you are listening to the radio in your car and do not like the music that you are hearing. What do? You change the frequency. What many people fail to realize is that we can take charge of our frequencies in the exact same way. We tend to reduce our body's anatomy down to a simplified version that consists of only flesh and blood. But everything on this planet, animals, plants, and water, are made of atoms, which produce, emit, and receive energy, which operates at a specific frequency. Everything, all our tissues, cells, organs, emotions, and thought patterns have their own unique electromagnetic fields, as do allergens, viruses, or bacteria. All things have a frequency, including you, the human body. It has been shown that a normal person has a frequency of 62 to 72 megahertz. When the body drops below this frequency, we begin to get into illness and disease states. For example, if our frequency drops to 58 megahertz, then we are likely to get a cold or flu. If our frequency drops to 42 megahertz, we become susceptible to cancer within the body. The lower the frequency, the closer we are to death.
Absolutely. The lower the frequency, the closer we are to death. What exactly this video was trying to tell us? The ideal frequency vibration of a human being is 62 to 72 megahertz. When it drops to 58, that's where we start catching cold and fever. But what is the reason of dropping to 58? It's because of fear and insecurity. Any kind of fear. Imagine that I'm giving a presentation today here and I'm having the fear. Oh my God, will I be able to talk properly? Oh my God, my hair is looking good or not? What will people think of me? What if any kind of fear? The fear of my bank balance, will it suffice in this month or not? Whether I have 3 times meal on the table or not? Whether my partner will love me or not? Insecurity. I mean, will I be able to pay the rent or not? Will I be able to pay the EMI or not? Any kind of fear and insecurity running in our mind, the dominant feelings for the entire day drops the frequency, that drops the vibration. If it comes to 58, what happens when we are in a fear and insecurity? Our immune system goes down. And when the immune system goes down, we tend to catch the virus and the bacteria much more faster. And because of that, we get prone to cold and fever. And why is it so? It goes more below that. Once it goes to 42, when is that happens? That happens when it is a long-term suppressed anger, long-term suppressed emotions. Anywhere, you might see a woman suffering with thyroid more in the world today. Why is it so? Because the woman's creativity is suppressed after marriage. There is a lot of desires, there are a lot of creative which the woman can do, but because of the family responsibilities, woman is not able to express what they want to do. And that's where thyroid comes in. Now, if you see all these emotions, your anxiety, depression is all related to suppressed emotions. And that's where the vibration goes down to 42. How easy it is, like a radio channel. If I don't like the song in FM, what should I do? I asked this question in one of my presentation and somebody told me, switch off the radio. No, if I don't like things which are going around me, I'm not going to end my life. What I'm going to do? Like a radio channel, I'll change the channel. I'll change the channel and start listening to the song which I like. In the same manner, in our life, there are 4 radio buttons. FTBA, feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and actions. And these 4 buttons, like we change the radio channel, I can change my channel. How can I change my channel? Changing the frequency, changing the thoughts, changing the beliefs, changing my action. And that's where my tuning starts. But how easy it is. We have made it easy to quantum frequencies. Dr. Rife, if you just Google him, in 1934, he was a medical doctor, very much interested in bioelectrochemical field, and he was heading a medical department in US. 1934, he came up with a machine called the Rife machine. You can Google his name there. And he wanted to prove that we don't need any tablets or medicines or shuttling between home and hospital. What we need is tuning into the right channel, tuning into the right frequency. To prove that his Rife machine works, he appointed 16 cancer terminal patients. And what he did, he actually put a microcurrent way, the frequency getting through the microcurrent to the patient's body, regulating it with the help of the regulators. What happened after that? All the 16 patients got cured. He should be given a Nobel Prize. But no, US federal government in that year came out with a law that other than allopathy, there won't be any other alternate therapies which would be practiced. If anybody is found practicing any alternative therapy, would be taken serious legal actions. Today, we are not in 1934. The experiment which was done by Dr. Rife actually created a spark in the scientific industry. There are a lot of quantum scientists started investigating on it and came to know that frequencies have the power to change the human life. And that's where there are so many books which has been written. You can see frequency specific microcurrent in pain management, the body electric, the resonance effect. I mean, there is ample of books today in the market which talks about how to raise your vibration. If you see one person, a gentleman on the left corner, the second path written by Marcus Meeke. I mean, quite fascinating story he carries. I don't know which child in the world at the age of 16 decides to learn quantum science, the most difficult subject. And he was that person. He's from Germany and he got fascinated towards learning quantum science at the age of 16. And he decided to get into the universities in Germany and get into a deeper knowledge of it. But he had lot of questions and doubts. And what he did at the age of 20, he decided to come to India to learn more. Many of the quantum scientists spend time in our country with our cultures. And he spent time in Himalayas. After 12 long years spending in India, he turned out to be a brahmachari. Being a brahmachari, he also started learning astrology. He became a professor in Mayapur University. Today, he is running a research consciousness center in Rishikesh, and he also was mentored by Burkhard Heim. If you Google his name, Burkhard Heim. So after 12 long years studying in India, getting on the knowledge of quantum science, he went back to Germany, got mentored with a person called Burkhard Heim. Burkhard Heim was a scientist into a field theory experiments, and he was very much instrumental in giving the theory or the equation to define gravity. Now, Burkhard Heim, if you have learned in physics, I remember in 5th standard, I have learned something known as X, Y, Z axis. And then it was continuing in every subject. And I mean, in 6th, 7th as well. Now, what was that? It was with the space and the time, X, Y, and Z axis. Anything which we have to achieve, there would be a space and the time. If you do this in this time, you will achieve this. But Bukhardheim came up with a 4th dimension, which is known as the time dimension. In quantum science, it has been proven that there are 12 dimensions. Now, Bukhardheim came out with equations to tap into beyond 4 dimension, that is 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th dimension. And he chose Marcus Meeke to share his knowledge of the equations to tap into the higher levels. Marcus, having this knowledge, wanted to do something into this world to help every family, to help every individual to raise their frequency by tapping into beyond time up to the eighth dimension. Now, his idea of taking into the world, he discussed it with his co-partner, Christian Harper. Being a monk, a brahmachari, he was not very good in doing business across the world. And that's where Christian Harper came in. Christian Harper being a billionaire in Germany, and he usually is running a vegan chain of restaurant, entrepreneur and founder of super fund hedge fund. Today they fund startups which are around $1.6 billion and above. And when he came to know about Marcus' idea, he decided to donate 100 million euros and not just became the co-founder, but also today he is the CEO of the company. Both of them has set up the company in Berlin, headquarters in Kazen Castle, where Marcus stays. And today, the company is almost having a turnaround of $500 million, gone across to 57 countries, running from last 20 years. Now, what is that? The first invention of Marcus came in. The first invention was, you can see that two white color boxes in front of Sony via laptop. The person who is sitting in front of the laptop, he's a doctor, quantum scientist, and expert. And the girl who is lying down on the beanbag is a patient who has come for the scanning. Now she's holding two copper electrodes and the wires are connected to the time waver machine, the two white color boxes. Now, what does the time waver does? Why the name time waver? Time waver. It taps into beyond time. The fourth dimension is time, which is tapping into fifth, sixth, and seventh dimension. Now, what is happening here? Time waver is analyzing the body of a human and tapping into the bioenergetic field of this human being and identifying each and every organ of the body, whether it has cells which requires vibration, which has cells which is vibrating in a lower frequency. Not just that, it will also tell which cells requires regeneration, which cell has a lack of nutrition, where exactly there are toxins accumulated, all the karmic connections, everything comes out in the report. Now, based on the report, the doctor or the expert who is sitting in front of the laptop would be given frequencies. Now, based on the frequencies through the microcurrent, the entire body cells would be harmonized. Now, this therapy became so popular. It came out in 2006, and by 2010, it became the Royal Royce in the frequency therapy industry. There were people in queue waiting for the session. The time waver machine was costing around 50,000 to 1 lakh almost in Indian currency. Every session which was going on was around 15,000 to 20,000. But still, people today also, there is a waiting period in India for minimum 3 to 6 months to get a therapy. In India, we have 13 clinics who are using time waver machine. Across the world, there are more than 2,000 doctors who are operating it. It will be only given to, you need to be an expert or you need to be a medical doctor to operate on it. Marcus, being a monk, he was not very happy. He was like, he wanted every family, every middle class people, every person, if it is possible, to actually experience this. And with only the rich class, because of the pricing, only the rich class was able to enjoy the luxuries of frequencies. What Marcus did, he got inspired by Steve Jobs. You might know Harvard Mark, the first computer which came in, it was around $200,000. What happened after that? Desktops, mini computers. Today we have in our pockets. That's how Steve Jobs changed the paradigm shift of the mobile industry. That's what Marcus did today. That big time waver machine, he actually moved it into a small box, which is there on my body right now. And it is known as Healy, Healy. Healy. Now, what does Healy do? Healy exactly does what Time Waver does. It taps into the information field of a human being, analyzes which organs has cells which is vibrating in a low frequency, not just identifying them, but healing them by harmonizing it. And that's what Marcus did. We will talk more in detail. Let's watch this video and we'll have more discussion on this.
Healy is new, Healy is different, and Healy is extremely versatile. This little game changer is the first smartphone-controlled wearable that provides easy support in all important areas of your life with the use of frequencies. Healy analyzes the frequencies you need right now. Then the smart wearable applies subtle currents and individualized frequencies to your body via its electrodes. It strengthens your balance and harmonizes imbalances. Fitness, holistic health, and inner and outer beauty. Healy, over 120 programs to provide energetical support for you, for your body, and for your cells. Every single cell in our body is a small power plant that constantly produces energy. One thing is particularly important for this, the natural cell membrane voltage. And this is where the Healy comes in. With Nuno Nina's Gold Cycle programs that focus on rebalancing your cells. Healy also has suitable programs for many other applications on board. Programs supporting relaxation if you have a headache or back pain, but also for learning, concentration, or exams. Healy even offers support for mental balance, sleep, and stress. The Healy Beauty programs are supposed to support your inner and outer beauty energetically. In sports, the Healy is meant to promote performance, muscles, and regeneration. At home or on the go, in your leisure time or at work. In our opinion, health begins with good balance in all areas of life. This is what Healy stands for, state-of-the-art wearable technology, made in Germany to the highest standards. Based on use by 2,000 practitioners worldwide, who have seen as many as 500,000 patients. Healy, for me, and for you, and for everyone.
Absolutely. Healy for me, for you, and for everyone. Now, if you see what are the different ways of using Healy, right now when I'm talking to you and I'm giving this presentation, I am doing my work and Healy is doing its work. So I am taking care of the presentation and the people in the presentation. Healy is taking care of my body. Today morning, there is a mechanism in Healy where you can analyze it. So when I analyze my body, I don't have any issues in my body. But today, when I analyzed, it actually showed me the coherence program, bioenergetic boost program, because I was traveling last night. I came back from Kerala, celebrating Christmas there, and today morning I woke up early, so there was a lack of little bit of sleep. So the energy was low, and that's where the first analysis showed me was bioenergetic boost and coherence. I completed my bioenergetic boost and the second program, coherence. Right now I'm running it. What do you mean by coherence? We are in coherence with the Supreme. That means what we are thinking, what we are speaking, and what we are acting is as per towards the highest self. We are not talking what our selfish needs are, but we are talking what we want to serve in, which will help the society. And that's where coherence comes up. And it was beautiful when I saw that. I was like, this is what I need today morning. And I started running it. It is a 1 hour program. And if you see, there are bracelets which we need to wear in. I am using microcurrent. So there are different ways of using it. So right now I'm using a microcurrent way, both the hands, the bracelets are there, and this is a wire which gets connected to it. There are different mechanisms of using it. If you can see, there's another way where you can put the ear clip, and any kind of pain in this part of the area, the shoulder pain, spondylitis, headache, migraine, tooth pain, you have to use the ear clip. And there is another one wherein any kind of pain which is really torturing you and you don't want to take a dolo tablet again with side effects, what you are going to do, there is something known as adhesive electrode. If there is a pain in your hand, just stick this up and take the wire which I have put it in my bracelet. I will take it and put exactly in the area where the pain is, just to show you I'm holding it in the hand. But if the pain is on the knee, take this adhesive, stick it where exactly the pain is. All these accessories comes along with Healy. Now, what has happened? I mean, when the time waver machine was being used, it was, as I told you, it was costing around 50,000 to 1 lakh. And if it has to go to the society or to a worldwide people, the price has to be rationalized. So today, Healy coming in, the price dropped in by 20 times. And also, you don't need to be a doctor, you don't need to be an expert in the medical field. Anyone can start using Healy, provided you have a smartphone. What exactly Marcus did? From 2006 to 2019, there were more than 7 crore people who got healed with time waver. So all that data, which the frequency data, more than 9 million frequencies were actually getting stored in the data server in Germany. Now, with our smartphone, with the help of software engineers, he created algorithms which connects to the data in Germany through secured servers. So via artificial intelligence, using IoT, it connects to the Bluetooth, it connects to the app in your mobile, and that's where the identification is done. Once it is identified, where are the challenges, where are the imbalances in the body, to correct it, those imbalances, we use microcurrents. And a different mechanism, we can also use a remote therapy, we can also use through adhesive and ear clip. Now, all these variations which was happening, it actually boosted up the confidence, and today it has gone into a level. In India, it came up in 2022. It got certified by CE0482 certification. If you go back and check the certification of 0482. It took 6 years for Healy to get that certification. It goes through double placebo effect, double hazardous effect, safety trials, with a number of ways of all the mechanism. After 6 years, Healy got that certification. Also, it is FDA cleared, and in Europe, 28 countries, Healy has been identified as a class 2 medical device, where all in the medical doctors are using it today. Now, if you see, this is not a technology with somebody sitting in Mandya or somebody sitting in China or somebody sitting somewhere overnight came out with this. No, it took more than a decade of the scientists putting a seal on it. It is a complete science-based mechanism. It is based on the brains of the doctors. It is a brainchild of doctors and the quantum scientist. Today, that's why we say it has become a digital doctor in your pocket. Now, it's made in Germany, high level of quality and performance. You can't even imagine anything coming in from Germany. They are so strict in their level of quality. They will never ever compromise on the quality what they provide. Patented, we have got 8 patents for Healy today, and quite a renowned technology across the world. How does Healy works in? We know that at a higher level, we just see the muscles in a body, right? But when we go one level below, you see it's made up of tissues and organs. What are those made up of? Cells. What are cells made up of? Molecules. Go deeper. Atoms. What are atoms made up of? Subatomic particles. Go more deeper. What is subatomic particles made up of? Energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, where is this coming from? This is coming from in the quantum field. In the quantum science, we call it the information field. The information field is all the information of our soul is being carried at the information field, and we are tapping there. So are we working on the muscle, tissues, and the cell level? No, we are working at the information field. When we correct the energy, when we correct the frequency, when we correct the vibration, automatically what happens? The subatomic particles are aligned. It makes the atoms to be aligned. It makes the molecular structure to become more coherent, and the cells start working 100%. And when the cells start working 100%, what happens? The body becomes the doctor and the food becomes the medicine. So that's how the quantum mechanism works. Now, getting more deeper into it, there is always a prana energy flow in our body. Like we have a unique fingerprint of every human, we have a unique prana in every human. When we die, a prana dies. It is a most vital component of our existence. It's a DNA. It's actually placed in a DNA. Now, understand what is prana. In Ayurveda, we call it prana flowing through your nadis, and in Chinese, we call it chi energy flowing through your meridians. Now, whenever there is a disruption in the flow of the prana, we actually attract challenges in our life. Now, what do you mean by the disruption in the prana? That means that what we are thinking, what we are speaking, and what our soul is craving for, it is not aligned. And that is a clear indication that our prana is not aligned. Now, why is it so? There is a disruption in the energy flow which happens. It happens because of our emotions which we are carrying in our DNA, in our emotional body. There are a lot of scientific science and journals which has been written into it, that if a human being can have an emotional stability, we have the power to correct our health. We have the power to remove the disruption in the energy flow. Now, I don't know whether you are aware, but an emotion of fear causes an impact in our kidney. An emotion of anger causes an impact in the liver. There is an emotion of sadness, grief, which causes an impact in your lungs. The lack of joy causes an impact in your heart. And that's where, I mean, people who suffer the most, who have, is basically because the entire life they have been sacrificing. They have been sacrificing for the children, for their family, for their job, and they forgot what they love to do. They have not spent time which gives them joy. And that's where we are prone more to heart attacks. The deep emotions which we have not expressed, it causes impact in your spleen, pancreas. We can keep talking about it, but finally what I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to tell you that our emotions have such a great impact in our body. Then why don't we take care of our emotions first? Any disruptions or the imbalances which has been created in our emotional body causes the disruption in the energy flow. The prana flow gets impacted, and because of the prana flow getting impacted, our cells get impacted. The cells will not vibrate in 100%. How does Healy help? Healy help in all the three areas. Healy help to correct your emotional stability. Healy helps to correct your prana flow. Healy helps to work at your cell level and remove the harmful toxins which has already been impacted. And all the three levels, Healy has programs for it. At an emotional stability, we have programs of Bach flower, we have programs of sizzler salt, homeopathy psyche, I Ching. I mean, there are so many programs, Australian bush flowers. If you have heard of these therapies, these are very intense therapies for the emotional baggage removal. And you can experience it, these therapies, which will help you to remove the emotions which are stored in your DNA. Sometimes we feel we don't have any emotions, we have overcome it, all the pain which we have overcome it. No, it create blockages. I mean, every person has some turmoil in their lifetime which they have gone through, and you have not removed the energetic blockages. And that is a reason cancer goes and comes back, gallbladder stone goes and comes back, kidney stone goes and comes back. Why? Because physical body has been clean, but the energetic blockages have not been cleaned. And until and unless we don't remove those blockages, we will attract the same money problems, the same health problems, the same relationship problems again and again and again, and it goes into a pattern. And that's where Healy comes in. Healy helps you to heal your emotional body. Healy helps you to heal your physical body. Healy helps you to heal your spiritual body. How does it happen? We are going to show you now. Effects of microcurrent. Hundreds of years, when it's working at a cell level, it's working through microcurrent. And hundreds of years back, doctors have been using it. There are scientific journals on it. You go to Google and search how microcurrents have such a great impact on human body with no side effects. It increases the amino acid transport 40%. It helps in increasing the protein synthesis by 70%. By the way, this is profound. If anybody of you understand the medical terminology, this is just profound. Getting something about 40% increase in the amino acid transport. And forget all this. We need energy morning till evening. Where is this energy coming from? This energy is coming from the ATP which is being produced in the mitochondria of your cell. And when you start using Healy, it raises 500% the ATP production. And that's where it helps. You will feel more energy. You will feel more enthusiastic. You will feel more excited for anything what you're working in. That's how Healy comes into picture. I'm not going to go more in detail. We are going to come back to it and discuss more about the pricing part of it and also the testimony part of it. Right now, I'm happy to call my co-partner, who is Preeti Shingare, and she will be taking us through बहुत सुन लिया, we have heard enough, let's see how does it work. Yeah, practically, until and unless you don't see it practically, you will not be able to relate to it what I'm saying. So Preeti Shingare, my business co-partner, will take you through. She's a certified life coach and an image consultant, and today a director in the quantum healing platform. I'm going to make Preeti the co-host and sorry, on the spotlight. Preeti, go for it. Are you there, sweetheart? Okay, you have to unmute.
Kindly make Preeti co-host so that she can unmute and share her screen.
Preeti, you can unmute now.
Yes.
Oh, did
Thank
I?
you. Thank you so much, Leena, for a wonderful session. I'm sure, it's not easy to understand quantum science. I'm sure all of you who know what quantum science is, or even for a layman, it's very difficult, but so beautifully she dissected it, she simplified it, and she's put it across. So thank you so much for that session, Leena. So now let's get back to the practical part. So as we know, theoretical, of course, we understood how this works. Now let's understand how this works in the practical. So we all understand how the demo is. And, when we experience it is when we actually understand. So let's get started. I hope my screen is visible. Okay. I hope everyone are able to hear me. Yeah, thumbs up. Can you give me thumbs up? Okay, great. Thank you so much, Nina, for the confirmation. So yeah, as you see, there are three screens over here. So the pink app, the blue app, and the white app. Okay. So what does the pink app do? So as Lena was mentioning, the physical part of it. So, we have to heal three areas of our life. Basically the two, the physical and the emotional, right? So in the pink app, what we do is we're going to take the emotions in the body. And in the blue app, we are actually going to do the analysis. How would we know what is the pain or what is the emotion blockage I have at this point of time? So only through analysis, we can understand how we can, what is the blockages at an emotional level. Okay, and there is something called the white app, and that white app is basically a mini doctor, we would say, which will help you give a programs for any specific issues if you are facing. Like suppose if you are having diabetes, or if you have any skin issues, or you have any pains, if you are looking for a specific solution, then you just put the name of the issue, what you have, and in the white app, and then it is going to show you a list of programs, and those programs you have to run in the pink app. So let me help you understand how exactly and what are the programs. So you must have seen that analysis I've already done. So what exactly, where all can you do healing, correct? So the first question is, okay, Preeti, whom all can I heal, right? So you can heal a person, you can heal an animal. So if you're a pet level, then this is a great news. So you can do a healing for the animals. You can do healing for the plants, even for the organization. So suppose if you own a company, then you can do healing for that, for the building, that is for your house, for the vehicle, and a group. So a group can be a family or a group of people. Okay. So since I'm going to do for a person now, I've just created a dummy profile, and I will just walk you through that. Okay, so how do I create this profile? So what we do, as Lena was mentioning, we tap onto the information field, correct? So we are going to capture the prana. So the prana has already been captured over here. You can see the record vibration. So how do I capture the prana? Here is the Healy in my hand. I hold the Healy in my hand. Okay, I'm going to tap into the person's energy I want to capture the prana into. Okay, so here I have taken my picture, but the datas are totally different. So this is not my information or my bioenergetic field information. Okay. So coming back, so how am I going to capture the prana? I'm going to hold the Healy in my hand. I'm going to close my eyes, think something nice about myself if I'm capturing the prana of my mind, and then think something nice, and that's when the prana is going to get captured. Suppose you want to capture somebody else prana, then you're going to keep a picture of the person and look into that picture, tap into their energy, and you're going to capture the prana. We will tell you in detail how this works when be a part of the Healy. For now, I'll just walk you through because we have a very short span of time and I need to cover a lot. Okay. So here the profile has been created where we give the details like your date of birth, where you are placed, person and the country you are. So, basically, and it also the picture wherein the retina. So if you're a person who wears specs, you should remove the specs and capture the picture. So the retina, the eye retina also, helps you in giving you a better analysis. So the intention of giving all the information of your place of birth, the date of birth is only that we are capturing and analyzing what is the blockages in a person, in an individual person. Okay. So now let's do the analysis. Let me do an aura analysis and let's see what is the blockage in this particular person, right? In this particular profile. So I'm just connecting my Healy. Just give me a second. Sorry. So as we were mentioning, it's very important to heal your emotional body, right? So everything is psychosomatic. Everything starts at an emotional level and then it drills down to your physical level. So now the aura analysis, I've done the analysis. So when we are doing any analysis, we are quiet and we hold the Healy in our hand and then we do it. Since I'm giving a demo, I'm talking to you. So when we do it, actually, you need to be quiet. Okay. So now the total energy of this particular person is 70%. Okay, which is not very good. Okay. And then the crown chakra is 92%, which is high, which is nice. Third eye chakra is vigor, means there is some energy blockage in the third eye. Then the throat chakra, 86%, which is middle. Okay. So looks like there is some throat blockages also. Heart chakra is 80%. Again, the energy is middle. Solar plexus is vigor, so 59%, which is very low. And sacral chakra and root chakra is 72%, which is chaos. Chaos means anything which says chaos or vigor, that means there is an energy blockage over here. So how do we heal the energy blockages? So when we do further analysis, we will know why is there a blockage in the crown chakra or the third eye chakra or solar plexus or even the root chakra, right? So coming to the first one. So solar plexus. So what is so in this? So it gives you exactly what is this person facing? Okay, what is the present situation this person is facing? What should be the ideal situation? And how do you heal that? You heal through giving vibration, giving frequencies. Okay, so in the top you must have seen 85% for an LMC. 85% is the energy level, right? So the energy level is 85, which is predominantly good. 4 is what is the priority from 1 to 10? It is at the level of 4, which is still okay. L, M, and C, these are different codes. So, aura analysis is the best way wherein you can find out the blockages are at your emotional level, or it is coming from your ancestral, or any karmic level, or even any parental traumas if you are holding on to. All these are beautifully, aura analysis explains and tells you where is the blockage. And that's when we heal them. Okay, so LMC, when you be a part of Healy, we will go in detail. I will not go in detail over here. So what is the person facing currently? The person feels emotionally extorted and hurt. They clearly perceive the resulting control of the outside world. Aggression is also perceived, but there is no outlet for expressing it. So it looks like this person is holding on to some emotion, traumas which would have happened as in the childhood or at a growing phase, something which is bothering this person very deeply, and they're holding on to it and they're not able to express it. Okay, so this is the current situation of this person. So what should be the desired thing? I'm in my strength. I'm feeling free. I let my feelings flow free and I'm able to express myself. So I'm sure at the deeper level, we all want to express ourselves. We all want to be ourselves and not hold on to any traumas, right? And this is what the frequencies flows in, and this normalizes and helps you heal yourself. Then the root chakra, the food is perceived as safety. So for this person, the person perceives food as a safety. So definitely this is something which I am also. So I believe the food is the best medicine, right? What you eat is what is going to reflect on you. So the food per person feels the food, what you intake is very, very important. And so the desired state is walk through the life protected and supported. So the life is always protected and supported is the current situation. Again, the root chakra, the one's own vocation is lived and an activity is carried on that makes them happy and feels nourishing. Okay, so these are the different feelings of what a person is feeling and what is the blockages at that particular chakras. Then the third eye chakra says the yin and yang, due to the lack of individual consciousness, the person is reducing themselves to their physical needs and their need to keep themselves under control. So as we all know, everyone has a yin and yang energy, that is a masculine energy and a feminine energy, right? And only when there has been utilized properly of yin and yang, if there is a suppression of yin, the feminine energy, if there is an overwhelming of yang, then there is an energy blockage. Okay, so I will not go in detail over here. So this is an aura analysis which goes and tells you exactly where is the blockage at your, at an emotional level, at an ancestral level, at a parental. So if a person has gone through an emotional trauma as in a child, I had a very beautiful, when we did an analysis, we found out that a kid was suffering from during the childhood, he never got the love of a father. And aura analysis very beautifully showed up that he's been deprived from his father's love, right? And that is when you can heal that thing. And how do you heal yourself? So you go to the vibrations, and there is this different durations over here. What are these durations? These are basically a different Nikola reflected Tesla. These are different durations which Nikola Tesla has given. Okay, so 38 seconds, 1 minute, 20 seconds. So we have a Healy Academy advisory board which has given us the protocol, how to use it, and how much to use it. And that's how we use that protocol, and we ran that and we healed the aura analysis. Okay, so this was on the aura part of it. So what else do we have? As we also understood that there's an emotional blockage. So it's very, very important for us to heal our emotional blockage, right? So everything is psychosomatic, as we mentioned. So there are different emotional programs which we have, like gemstones programs. So you must have seen many people wearing gemstones. Why do we wear the stones? Because, and we also say the stones to touch our body. And why should that happen? Because that frequencies, when the stones touch your body, the frequencies flows in and it helps you to harmonize your energy and your hormones. So there are programs of gemstones which, without wearing the stones, you can take the frequencies of them and you can heal your emotional body. Okay, so there are also, then there are Australian bush flowers, there are bash flowers. Bush flowers, there is in Australia, there are beautiful different types of flowers. There are experts in that. So different flowers helps you in healing in different areas. So there are experts in that. So we have programs and frequencies for that. We have Bach flowers. I'm sure if you're a Reiki healers, you know how Bach flower is a beautiful remedy. In fact, this has helped me and my son also at an emotional level to heal ourselves, right? So these are beautiful programs. Even courage. So if you are feeling short of courage and if you are struggling to, go out and speak, so we have beautiful programs for courage. Homeopathy psychic programs. So even if you go to a homeopathy doctors, when they give you those white capsules, right? And in the white capsule, they do put you some the medicines. So imagine, without taking the white medicines, you are actually taking those frequencies into your body, right? So without taking capsules, you're actually taking those frequencies. So they're beautiful programs on this. Then the I Ching, personal growth, and Sizzler Salt. Sizzler Salt, Backflower, Courage programs are my personal, and they have done wonders in my life and helping me grow and exponentially be out there. So these are emotional programs which will help you work at your emotional level. And then is your at a personal, at a physical level, right? So we have a lot of physical level programs like animals, as we mentioned, that you can heal your animals also. If you're a pet level, we have a lot of programs for the animals. Beauty related programs. Beauty is just not your outside but inside out. Then you have lot of programs for your meridians, like your different bodies, your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, your heart, your pancreas. So Healy doesn't understand the medical terms called diabetic. Okay, but if there is a blockage in your spleen pancreas, automatically your spleen pancreas will show up as there is a blockage over there, right? Then chakras, the 7 chakras which we spoke about, if there is any blockage, then we have vitalization program. What a vitalization program? They are stem cell programs. So this film stars take stem cell shots, right? To look younger, to be younger, to rejuvenate your cells. So vitalization programs works like a stem cell program, which helps you to look younger, rejuvenate yourself, harmonizes your cells. Then you have nutrition programs. We have 72 types of nutrition programs. You name it and we have it for your skin, for your hair, for your alkaline, um, for your kidneys, for your pancreas, for your vitamins if you are shortage. For children, there are different nutritions you need. For women, there is a nutrition you need. For men, there are differences. So there are 72 nutrition areas where it can, even there are programs for if you have addiction of alcohol or any cigarettes or something, we have programs for those. And fitness programs are there. Then your learning programs, these are beautiful programs for the children. We have amazing testimonials for learning programs where, a child who was just getting passing marks of 35 has scored 92% in their board exams like 10th and 12th. And then we have skin programs. We have a lot of skin allergies, which we have seen, which has beautifully has been healed through the skin program. Then the soul cycle. See, at the end of the day, we all are soul. We are all energies. We all have come for one purpose. And very few people in this lifetime come to know what is the role of our soul. We have soul program which helps you understand what is the role, what is your soul seeking for, right? Won't of us, all of us want to know what is our soul wanting, what is that we crave for, and exactly the soul programs help you understand what is that your soul needs, what is your passion deep down. Then you have stimulation programs. So we have stimulation program like we have, there's a psychic pain programs, which has also been approved by the European Union as a medical device. And there are programs like, chronic pains, your tooth pain, if you have any sciatica pains, if there is any anxiety, depressions, all these programs are beautifully explained. So I can just go on and on, but I think it's only when if you connect with us individually, we can do a simple aura analysis or do a demo for you on an individual basis and help you understand how exactly this works. So we also have programs for business suits. So if you are a business person and you want to take your business to the next level, so we also have something called Mac Healy, which will also help you to at an atmospheric level and help you progress your business to the next level. We have also coaching program, which will help you manifest your deepest desires and your goals. I have manifested my many goals through coaching programs. This is a bundle of divine things. I said, I would say it is just an amazing thing, which will no brainer. It is such a beautiful thing. You will all be hand-holded and it's an amazing thing. Just go for it. Understand how this works as an individual level, and you will be amazed by this. So thank you so much, Lena, for this opportunity. Over to you.
Thank you, Preet. It was such a wonderful way of explaining, and I just loved it. Preet, by mistake, I made you the host rather than co-host. You have to make me again this ID. Make me host.
Yes, dear.
Okay, so awesome. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. And okay, have you made me? No, you haven't made me, sweetheart. You have to make me host. So where my hands are raised. नहीं बनाया आपने, नहीं दिख रहा है मुझे. वो दिखना चाहिए वहां पे होस्ट या को होस्ट. मेक मी को होस्ट अदरवाइज.
Go to participants, click on the person name. In the right side, we could see host, co-host options.
नहीं दिख रहा है क्या आपको?
It's not visible here. Oh, you made me.
Okay, Ashwini, you can do it. Great. So welcome back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and show you the pricing list of how we can actually own this divine blessing into our life. And let's go back to where we have left it. Yes, we left it here. I hope you can see my screen. Is my screen visible? Is my screen visible, please?
Okay. Yes, it's visible.
Great. So I'm just going directly jumping into what we have seen now. More than 229 programs today, and you can put me on spotlight, Ashwini. We have more than 229 programs available. We have just seen it. Preet took us with all those programs. We have seen the certificate. It's an European Union certified in 28 countries, and it has been certified for the treatment of pain in chronic pain, fibromyalgia, skeletal pain, migraine, and for the supportive treatment of mental illness, depression, anxiety related sleep disorders. It's very unfortunate that the medical industry only understands this. There is much more we can do beyond it. We have got a certified by FDA. It has been cleared. We have got a group where a frequency experience group, people like me and you, doctors, quantum scientists, experts, everyone are available here. There are a lot of testimonies which we have where people talking about migraine, how every month a woman goes through so much of cramps, mood swings, back pain, and in spite of the menstrual cycle, we still have to carry the day-to-day activities. And this lady was in deep pain and in medication as well. Just by using the detox program, the gold cycle, she was able to come out of it just by in 2 months. We have enough testimonies. Depression, very beautifully, she has taken a picture before and after. And depression, she was in medication, and a lot of side effects. I mean, all these tablets have, but It's a blessing which came into her life. Using a detox, she was able to come out of it. A pain anti-seizures medication for migraine. I mean, there are so many people suffering from migraine today. You can see we have a migraine specific programs which is available: joints, migraine, insomnia, depression, anxiety, all this. I mean, for stress, this is the first time when I came to know that we can get a chronic stress fracture, a fracture being caused in your back because of the overstress. And this lady had a baby. She can't even play with her baby. She can't even bend her face to bow down and brush her teeth. I mean, that level of pain it was. But just by using Healy, so beautifully, she's calling it out like, I sleep like a baby today and run around with my 4-year-old. There are various skin problems, issues, which Preets took us through. So I'm not going to spend time on it more. And internet addiction is not just the addiction of the internet, the radiations of the mobile, but also any kind of black magic, evil eye, a planetarium impact, any kind of vastu impact where your house is. We have all the to identify it and the frequencies to correct it. Now, if you see digital nutrition, weight loss, we people feel that eating less will reduce the weight. No, eating right will reduce the weight. And that's where this lady proved it to us by using it. 12 kilos she was able to cut down, but just in a matter of like 2 months. Now, job and sleep, all bed rest, extreme stress, getting into a sound sleep, everything taken care of with the use of frequencies. I'm going to jump. Animals, we have already called it out. If you are an animal lover like me, it is really a blessing today in my life. I don't remember when is the last time I took my pets to vet. We have a small video for 2 minutes, and then we will talk about the price and close the session.
What do you think of Healy? I absolutely love it. Like,
Oh, what happened? Okay, great. Looks like we have to move on with the time constraint. We have given Healy to Gurudev, Art of Living, where Gurudev was literally shocked, understanding that how a technology can align the chakras. He can literally scan a human by looking their chakras, but just by using Healy on a particular person. And we told him to scan before and after Healy, and he was like blown away with the kind of changes he saw post the frequency run. We have so many ministers, a tribal minister in Delhi, wherein one of our associates went there to give Healy. Now, coming back to the pricing of it, let's get into the pricing part of it. If you see, we have 5 different models, starting from a Healy Gold, going across to Healy Professional. It starts with 41,000, goes across to 3,29,000. The best part is this month you are getting a 30% off on the top 3. The last 2, which is 41 and 82, doesn't have any discounts, but in this month you are getting a 30% discount. Plus there are a lot of promotions and freebies coming in the top 3 models. Why company has prioritized the top 3? Because in the top 3, that is where you see 1,23,000, after 30% off, it comes to 91. That's where the analysis start, where you can analyze your body, get a report that where are the imbalances, and then correct it using frequency. So that will start only with Healy Resonance, Healy Resonance Plus, and Professional. All the 3 models, you get that. Now, what is the difference between each of the module? It is just the frequencies which you are getting up. So Healy Gold will have around 10 Healy programs. Healy Holistic has 61 Healy programs. Healy Resonance has 98. Healy Resonance Plus has 124. And Healy Professional has 229. What is the difference between Healy Resonance and Resonance Plus? Basically, Healy Resonance Plus have mind and body related programs, along with you get an aura analysis, which Preeti just showed us. And also you get a coaching analysis, which is more of putting an affirmation and running the frequency for your affirmations. Rather than you chanting it, the frequencies will run it and channelize it to your cells. So Healy Resonance is purely body related frequency. And along with Healy Professional today. What is it that it is there in Healy Professional and you are not getting in Healy Resonance Plus is the defense program. The black magic, evil eye, geopathy impact, vastu impact, all the radiation impact, all this is available in the professional. Also the stem cell shots, the vitalization program. Now all this is available. If you go to a doctor for a cell regeneration injection, the stem cell shots, it costs around more than 50,000 to 1 lakh, and you have to take it every 6 months. But here we are giving you frequencies for lifelong. Now all these programs, along with it, you also get beauty programs. Defense, beauty, digital nutrition is a cherry on the cake, which comes in Healy Professional. So Healy Professional, if money is not a constraint, after 3 lakh 29, after 30% off, goes with 2 lakh 42 for lifelong. It's not one time or two time. One device can be used by everyone in your family. Not just everyone in your family, you can also give a remote therapy. How Preeti showed us, you will be trained, you will be hand-holded, there would be a power buddy assigned to you, you will be taken care how to use it. You can also give a remote therapy to some of your loved members anywhere outside, and also charge for it. If you want to charge it and take it, you can do that. There are so many healers you are using it now at a home level. When I was in Dubai, my child was in Bangalore, I was giving her remote therapies. Whenever she tells me that, Mama, I'm not feeling well, I was giving her remote therapies. Now, how does that work? That will also be trained. So all these top 3 modules has a 14, all the 5 modules have a 14 days of refund policy. What do you mean by that? That you order it with the link who has invited you. Please don't order it in any other link, because to get a proper discount, to get a proper support, to get a proper training, please connect with the person who has invited you. And once you get that link, order it. Once you order it, in 3 to 4 days, it will be coming to your house in your home address through Blue Dart Courier. Once it reaches, the day it reaches, your 14 days get started. In 14 days, you are not happy with it, you didn't like it, you have not seen any changes, return it, get the money back. You're not going to lose anything, because the mission of the company is that the customer should be happy and to raise the vibration of the society. If you're feeling low, if you're not happy with your purchase, don't worry, it will be taken care. So we have another product of ours, which is known as Mac Healy. If you can see my hand, this is Mac Healy. Mac Healy takes care of your environment related, and Mac Healy takes care of your body related. Mac Healy takes care of your environment related. Now, what do I mean by environment? In your environment, what you are drinking, eating, speaking to people, the people around you, everything has an impact on your energy. Even the water you are drinking, water carries memory. To change the molecular structure of the water, there is a water program, 10 minutes water program before you drink it. Just use a detox program, just use a kidney program, and whatever you resonate with, run that frequency into that water and then drink it. You will see miraculous changes coming in, because water carries memory. Any conflicts, anything happening in our house, we feel that we have overcome it, but water has absorbed it. And whenever you are drinking that water, there is harmful toxin getting it. So so there is Mac Healy, there is Healy. So Mac Healy Classic is coming in with professional programs, that is an environment related programs. You get prosperity, you get conflict balancing, you get relationship. All these programs, your food related, your kitchen related, is coming for 3 months free for you, so that you can experience it with a professional device, with a professional 2 lakh 42. So I feel it's a very good deal. But this is 2 lakh 91. If you want to take it separate, you get a Healy Resonance, which is 1 lakh 52. absolutely free. There are a lot of promotions running. If you want a Healy professional and a Mac Healy professional both together, it is 3,46,000. You can go ahead and grab that offer as well. Understand all the offers. There is something known as coil which can be used, and coil is something which is used for, if you don't want to use the wires, you can use the coil, and the coil is extra 20,000. You are getting it free with Healy Resonance Plus and Healy Professional. Also with the Mac Healy combos, you are getting Healy Coil absolutely free for this month. Make sure you take advantage of it. We have Healy Obsidian. Obsidian is 3,92,000, where you don't get anything else, but this itself is a big thing. You get a coil with it, but here you get all the energy programs, energy for your prosperity, energy for your business, energy for a day-to-day life. And this has all the programs: soul cycle, natural cycle, well-being program, which otherwise you need to pay for it 26 to 27,000 rupees. Every time company comes up with a new package, it will be updating in Obsidian. Obsidian is like a next level, extraordinary. So if money is not a concern, please go for the best. I always go for the best. No compromises with life. This would be the beautiful gift which you will be giving in 2025 to yourself. Okay, with this, I end my session. I'll stop sharing. And when you ask the questions, maybe I can share more. Okay. Now I'm ready to answer your questions if you have any, or you can connect with the person who has invited you. To ask the questions, you need to raise your hand virtually, because if you are I can't even see the video of so many people. If you have any questions, any clarifications, you can raise the virtual hand. In the reaction button, you can see in the reaction in your Zoom, there would be raising hand. Just raise hand wherever you are, and I will unmute you so that you can ask me your questions. If there is no questions, that means we did a better job. Connect with the person who has invited you. Who is new here, coming for the first time? In Phoenix, are you first time here? Who has come here for the first time? Yes, sir. You have a question in Phoenix. I have given you a chance to unmute yourself.
Hello, it's Suresh here.
Oh, hi, Suresh. You have come for the first time, sir?
Yeah, this is the first time I'm attending. One of our friends sent me.
Okay, who has invited you?
One of my friends has sent through WhatsApp. Just joined in the morning, around 10:30. I joined a bit late, around 11:30. So most of the things I think I missed.
Okay, no worries, sir. We will give you the.
Question is, if I get the recordings now, I will go through.
Sure.
And my question is it similar to pranic healing?
Yeah, we have a lot of pranic healers here. In fact, Preeti Shingare, who was giving you the demo, she herself is a pranic healer. And so how does a pranic healing works and how does Healy works? I feel we can't compare. It is more of an add-on to each other. It is a boost on to each other. So how pranic healing works in a remote therapies, we use our own energies to connect with the person into pranic healing. Healy, you don't have to use your own energy, so you are protecting yourself while you are healing yourself and others. So there is a defense program you can run on remote. So, and how long will you do the pranic healing? When you are sleeping, the patient who needs the healing, they have to wait for you to get up. Or when you are out for vacations or you are not available, then a patient has to wait for the healer to come back and heal. Here, you can capture the prana, leave it for 24 hours, leave it for 4 hours, leave it for the healing will take place on its own. So the mechanism is same. Only thing is we have somewhere automated the process. Pranic healing has its own strength. Yes, sir.
Here, device will take care of the healing part.
Exactly. So see, if you know pranic healing, it is very good because you know how to connect to the person and have a very strong intention. See, there is
Yeah,
nothing bigger than our mind. So if you are already know how to do pranic healing and then you are
yeah.
using
I'm
healing.
pranic.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome, sir. That is so good. So, so do your pranic healing along with Healy programs. You will see the miraculous result. I mean, we have Padmini Ramesh ma'am from Chennai, who is a very renowned healer. We have a lot of healers who are working with us, and they have come back and told how beautifully they are getting results. So we can do a demo with you one-to-one, provided you let me know who has invited you. Anybody has any questions, you can raise your hand if you have come here for the first time.
Lina ma'am, we have a question in the chat box. How do I get advice for my requirement from Manohar Rao, sir?
One of them, Nagesh has sent the request.
Sorry, sir. Nagesh.
Yeah, Nagesh Hartikar. Yeah.
Okay. Please get in touch with him and let him know to get my number would be available. You can get connected with me and we will talk more in detail. Yeah. Any other questions you have, sir?
No, not much.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
there is another question which Ashwini was saying. So what is the question, Ashwini? Sorry, I didn't.
Here the question is, one of the person, Manohar Rao, is asking, how do I get advice for my specific requirements?
Okay, Manohar Rao ji, who is connected with you? Who is your power buddy? There would be a power buddy assigned to you, or the person whom you have taken Healy from. Do you already have Healy, or you are yet to get it? Let me know so that I can guide you the right way. You can just raise your hand wherever you are. If you are here, I can unmute you. Oh yeah, I know you. Okay, the last time I spoke to you, sir. How are you, sir? I spoke to you. You have received your Healy?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I am 84-year-old.
I know.
Underwent a bypass surgery.
Yes.
Prior to that, in the month of January of this year, I had 3 stents also.
Hmm.
Now, one of your program, you said those who have stents, there is some issue related to using this, and that's why I'm just on hold.
Yeah. No, so nothing to be on hold. I feel we have discussed on it. People who have metals in their body, you can, we don't allow them to use wires, but you can use coil and also a remote therapy. So once Healy comes to you, I will give you a protocol. So the first week we will do only remote healing. The second week we will introduce coil, and that too not keeping in the upper part of the area. On the bottom pocket, you can put it in your pant pocket and use one program for 1 hour in a day, and then slowly we will increase it. Not so there is a certain protocol how we use it. If you are comfortable with remote healing, no need of touching coil, no need of touching wires. So there are so many people who are using it, sir, and I feel
By that method, is the these stents and all, there is no issue.
no issue at all, sir. We have discussed on it earlier. Last time also you came to my meeting.
Yeah, but I'm definitely, at this, having gone through so much problem suddenly. This was a life-saving surgery. And, last 4 months I have been in bed. Now I am moving around. And, my problem is because of the age factor, my daughter is a doctor. Because of the age factor, I'm not able to get back to all that energy that I had prior to the surgery. So my requirement is right now to increase my level of what's called the strength, muscle strength,
Yeah.
specifically to I'm hardly able to walk for about 20 minutes. Earlier I used to walk for an hour, hour and a half, nothing will happen.
Yeah.
So my system now is not able to support me for doing beyond that particular limit.
Got it, sir.
And
Healy
one
will.
more problem is there. I believe it is because of the kidney where they have taken the in the leg, they have taken what is that called the vein, and that portion there was a lot of problem. Now, when I put my foot down and do work on the computer for more length of time, or when the visitors are there, I speak to them for, let's say, more than 2-3 hours. The leg, there is a swelling on the leg.
Sir, sir, I will discuss with you one-to-one about all your problems. I will give you a protocol, what you have to run for first week, what you have to run for your second week, this particular problem, which frequency program to take. Everything we will give you a detailed level of protocols. Work with us morning, afternoon, evening, very, very closely. You have 14 days with you. If you find things are not going as per your requirement, get it back. I mean, get your money back.
No,
But in 14 days,
money portion is not what is my worry.
yeah,
My worry is, can I get exposed to such things which are unknown, particularly. It's the first time we will be experiencing, and many people, are not aware of what is healing,
yeah. Sir,
particularly.
we are already exposed to lot of harmful radiation. We are already exposed to lot of harmful frequencies. What Healy is doing is protecting you. You are already exposed to a lot of harmful things. Take Healy so that it protects you, sir. So right now you need to understand Healy is not coming in your life to damage
And I
you, to
also
protect you.
got disturbed sleep problem. After 5 years back, I lost my wife. He was my
Yeah.
support structure.
Hmm.
And there is a problem right from those that for last 5 years I have been having a disturbed sleep.
Yeah, sir, I will connect with you maybe one-to-one. There are so many people waiting. We don't want to take their time.
Sure.
Yeah, and
Give me the time. I will wait for your call.
sure, sir, I will call you up.
Send me through Sri Lata ji, or
Sure.
from your this thing, a
Yeah,
WhatsApp message, and I'll wait for you.
definitely, sir, definitely.
Thank
We
you for
will.
your time. Sorry, you
Welcome,
have a lot
sir.
of patience. I will appreciate.
We will
Appreciate your
work.
patience.
We will work very, very closely, and I'll help you to get the results as well. It's possible, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. Okay, anybody has any questions? We can raise a hand, or we have to wind up the session. It's already 12:40. So please connect with the person who has invited you if you have any clarification, and we'll meet soon for the next session. Get your aura personal heal report done. Bye-bye. Love you guys in advance. Happy New Year. And we'll see you in 2024.